Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy DJ Fanatic Beats, content contributor for Liveoffbeats.com. If you'd like to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram at DJ Fanatic Beats or Sounds for Producers on Instagram as well. This video actually is a cool way to basically come up with different hi-hat patterns. I know a lot of producers like to do some crazy, insane things with hi-hats, and you can pitch them up, pitch them down, do triplets, and do just steady patterns and whatnot. But this is like a really awesome tool or trick that you can use without using a plugin, where you can just add variation to your hi-hats. So this is a pretty straightforward pattern. It's just pretty simple. It's like a little double up right here and right here, and I'll play it for you. Pretty straightforward, nothing too confusing. And I like to stress that, not every beat needs to have hi-hats going all over the place, having them panning and having just really intricate sounding hi-hat melodies, if you will. So not every beat requires that. Sometimes, it depends on what you're aiming for, but certain beats, it can be excessive. So you want to use it sparingly. Typically you can use it in trap beats or something very creative where you want to just go ham with it and just make different types of rhythms with your hi-hat. So anyway, let me show you a little trick. Notice I have all these highlighted. Control A to highlight them all, and then Alt L, we're gonna elongate them. Basically, it's the articulator. That's the little shortcut to do that. I actually set them all the way far, so I don't touch any settings. This way they're touching the next note that follows. But you can mess around with the multiplier based on the length or whatever, and the gap, if you want. But I just leave it the same and hit accept. What's cool about this step is, like, if you hit Alt A, it accesses the arpeggiator. And of course, an arpeggiator you can use with notes, but you can also use it for a hi-hat. And the reason why I lengthened the hi-hats was because it thought it was like a long note, and what it's doing is engaging the arpeggiator based on this specific setting. So what you can do is mess around with the time multiplier, and notice how your hi-hats are looking very different than what they did before. And you might be able to play with the let's see, flip. Oh, you can invert, alternate. I usually keep it on normal, but and you can probably change the range too. See, I don't know why you would have hi-hats going octaves like that, so you can probably keep it around 2. But as you change the time multiplier, notice there's different patterns, and you can use this like subtly, like in the background of your music. It doesn't have to be right in your face type of thing. So let me play some of these. Let's start with this pretty simple thing. And it sounds like it's slower now, but it's still the same tempo. So let's actually lower it 1 notch and hear a different pattern. Let's lower it another notch. Another notch. It's actually extremely fast. But you can do things where, say you had a really intricate pattern and you wanted to use this arpeggiator, you can, and add on to another hi-hat pattern that you have. If you do something this extravagant, I would recommend having a straight hi-hat as well, like just one like this that I started with to begin with, something straight to carry the beat through, because you don't want your artist or whoever getting lost in the song when it's just too much going on. Another trick that you can do is using the randomizer, Alt R, and what that does, it randomizes the velocity per note. So you can use that in addition to the arpeggiator. This way it just adds more dynamics. You mess around with the velocity, you can invert it, and just turn it all the way left and just have a lot of variation. I usually keep it around here or whatever. You can use this with anything, you know, it's not just hi-hats. You can use it with piano, chords, whatever. And this is what it sounds like when doves cry. That's a Prince reference. I just thought about that. But anyway, this is what it sounds like. Big difference from this. So you can tell definitely that almost sounds like a marching cadence. It sounds really cool. So anyway, that's another way of making your hi-hats different, and a quick way of trying to come up with a different pattern automatically. You can also use plugins. Let me see what this hi-hat is routed to. It's just routed to track 1, and under track 1 you can use gross beat. So what you want to find is like a repeater. Let's see, I think this is a repeater. See, and I'll turn it off so you hear. Not bad. See, like you can just mess around with a lot of these presets in here and then do adjustments if you like. There's a repeater in here. I haven't used it in a while. I think is it momentary? Yeah. So you can do stuff like this. Whatever, man. But yeah, I don't think it was momentary. I think it was the first one I had. Was it repeater? Let's see what that sounds like. Was I just on this? There we go. So you can come up with different patterns using plugins like this on hi-hats as well. You can also use Shaper Box. Where is it at? Or Glitch. Let's try Glitch. I haven't used that in a while. Let's see what that. My bad. Glitch can be so insane. You got to take some of these away, or you can just build your own preset and mess around with some parameters. But I don't want to get beside the video. You can use random plugins on hi-hats and come up with some cool stuff too, just to make your beats different. And also, you know, you can make it very musical just with hi-hats alone. But experiment with that, you know, and remember to keep it tame, so that way you're not just going crazy, you know, where the artist is scared of the beat. You know what I mean? So anyway, again, it's DJ Fanatic Beats, content contributor for Liveoffbeats.com. If you do like to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram at DJ Fanatic Beats or Sounds for Producers. Peace, y'all.